Northeast of Paris, in the suburb of Bondy, kids play football on pavement. The games are loud, fast, and intensely physical. Every afternoon, scuffed soccer balls ricochet off chain-link fences and concrete walls. This was the incubator for Kylian Mbappé. Before massive stadiums, he was a kid dodging traffic and defenders on narrow suburban sidewalks, trying to outrun older players who showed zero mercy. Having a good touch or a quick sprint speed in a Paris suburb is common. Thousands of children possess raw athletic ability. Talent alone is merely a starting point. It provides no certainty regarding a professional future. The true differentiator between a neighborhood legend and a global icon is psychological. It is the capacity to endure the expectations that come with early brilliance without breaking. As a teenager, the casual street games vanished, replaced by a ruthless academy schedule. While his peers lived normal teenage lives, Mbappé ran endless ladder drills on artificial turf, isolated in a routine of rigid discipline and constant evaluation. At an age when most kids are just trying to pass high school exams, elite scouts were already projecting his entire adult career. They labeled him a future superstar, a title that attaches a heavy weight to every mistake. Thousands of athletes enter this developmental funnel every year. As seasons progress, data points thin out. Only a fraction emerge at the bottom professionally. Those rejected rarely lack physical skill. They are athletes who succumb to intense psychological pressure. Surviving these years required Mbappé to weaponize external expectations as fuel, rather than treating them as a threat to his focus. The transition to senior football brought immediate reality checks. Defenders were larger, bolder, and faster to punish errors. These early professional hurdles proved that the path forward would be brutal. And every single one of those missteps was broadcast. A bad touch was dissected by a dense wall of news microphones and critics eager to highlight any sign of weakness in the young film. But Mbappé responded with tightening his focus. He used the public doubt to forge a harder, more aggressive work ethic, drilling his weaknesses until they became strengths. The media pressure intended to test young weapons ended up immunizing him. He turned potential failure into a psychological asset by refusing to shrink away from the noise. When his breakthrough arrived, it was explosive. He possessed a top speed that shattered defensive structures, leaving veterans stranded as he tore across the turf. The quiet concrete neighborhood pitches were gone. Now every touch of the ball occurred in front of 80,000 fans packed into global arenas, demanding spectacular results. He then faced the ultimate burden, the expectations of an entire nation. Transitioning to the international stage meant carrying the weight of 68 million people during every match. By striking decisively in the highest stakes matches on earth, he forced a country into the streets. Millions celebrated in front of the Eiffel Tower, united by his performance on the field. Mbappé didn't just survive the global pressure, he became the one controlling its temperature. Achieving total financial security and global fame before age 25 introduces a new danger, the temptation to become complacent once your childhood goals have been met. Mbappé has refused to stop pushing. He treats every broken record as a new baseline for his training, demanding more from himself even after the world calls him a legend. Maintaining this level of dominance requires a stoic, isolated mindset. It means ignoring the praise and focusing entirely on the continuous improvement required to stay at the top. Football immortality requires a state of continuous evolution, long after the physical trophies are placed on the shelf. Now, he can look past the noise of the crowd toward the quiet reality of what he has actually built through years of discipline. The improbable dream born on the concrete streets of Bondy has been fully realized. He took a narrow path and followed it to the absolute peak of the sport. His career now serves as a vivid lesson in courage and focused effort for children in every time zone, showing exactly where a relentless work ethic can lead. Mbappé's journey has instilled an unshakable belief in the next generation of dreamers, proving that the distance between a suburban sidewalk and football immortality can be bridged by those who refuse to stop believing.